We're talking all things KC with our 55th elected mayor, Mayor Quinton Lucas of Kansas City, Missouri. Now, Mayor Lucas, some weeks back, there was an ATV incident where someone ran over basically a police officer from KCPD. And you came out and said, look, we're not going to have this summer. What is your message to the ATV and dirt bike riders? And I see in St. Louis, they are actually taking away bikes and ATVs. Is that something that you plan on implementing here in Kansas City?
You know, our first message is we don't want to have to take anything away from anybody. So we want to ask you to respect the law. And I'll be even more straight. If you are in the middle of downtown, if you're sitting on Grand, if you're sitting on 14th Street, and you're trying to dirt bike around, if you're trying to, get in the way of folks, causing harm to people, that will be enforced and that will be a problem. So you can take it to other communities. You can do it out in the country. If you need ideas of where to go, I talk to people all the time who just own land and say that we'd love to have people out there. So that's something we can try to connect with and facilitate. What we can't do is allow the street takeovers and some of the activity that occurs at too many of those events. And so that is our beginning message. We're taking it seriously. It's a real problem. You can't operate and exist on our streets with impunity. And that, I think, is going to be a big part of what it is we're trying to accomplish over the summer months.
Do you have any updates on the health of that police officer?
You know what? He has bounced back fairly quickly. He is not hospitalized. He is not, and I won't get too far ahead. We don't usually do personal information other than to note, we hope and expect for a full recovery, although he was pretty banged up. So, the big question now is, can we get this officer back on the force at a certain point? That is the problem with the activity we saw in that video. And I think all of us say we're lucky that he's alive. And that's the ongoing work we're going to try to do.
Mayor Lucas, as KCPD and the city crack down more on the predatory towing that's been happening, some tow company employees have been chatting online expressing that they'll be suing the city. Is this just chatter, or has any of this information even made its way to you?
Here's my thing, right? I mean, we're just trying to get people to do right. Whether it's somebody following the laws on a dirt bike, or it is somebody making sure they're regulated and following the rules when they tow vehicles all around the city. This is more than anything about people not getting their cars towed where they didn't expect it, first of all, and paying $400, $500, $600 to get out, varying amounts with varying penalties with people who aren't always scrupulous. So, I mean, I would find it regrettable if folks filed suit. We'd love to talk to them about a bunch of other steps along the way, and I hope they take the chance to do that. If not, then we'll see them in court.
We're talking to our 55th elected mayor on Hustle and Shine in the Morning, Mayor Quinton Lucas. Now, last week you had an interview for the 3 finalists for the city manager position. They were open to the public, and you were able to stream it on Fountain City TV. Mayor Lucas, what did you take from those interviews? And, you can let Hustle and Shine know if it's a favorite, in the race.
Well, a few different things. First of all, I know every one of them who interviewed. The 3 of them are from Kansas City. They know to respect Hot 103 Jamz and Hustle and Shine. So after whomever it is hired, I'm going to encourage them to call you, make sure they're letting the people know what's going on at the city, what we're doing with our $2.3 billion budget. I left after our interviews on Thursday impressed. All 3 of them have more than 20 years with the city of Kansas City. All 3 of them are people who have worked on difficult projects in every single part of the community. And I think all 3 of them understand what talking to the public is all about. It's not always selling and sharing what's positive. It's taking some of the tough questions, some of the negative hits. It's not about building your own reputation or personality up in the public or on social media. It's about what you can do for the people. And so I look forward to seeing one of them shine in the future. I think they get it. I think this will be a good change for Kansas City.
We love to hear that.
For real, though. Yeah, seriously. Make sure we keep up with those. I know they on your head about the potholes, Mayor Lucas. So
they better get on that app.
Right. All right. Hit up 311, y'all, and make sure
That's
you report them. Thank you, Mayor Lucas.
One crazy thing on that, I know you're trying to ask a question. So many people will tag me about the potholes and not call 311. I'm like, let somebody know, but what you gonna do?
Right. Thank you, Mayor Lucas. We'll holler at you next Monday. Be safe and be a blessing.
All right, y'all. Take care. Have a great week.